Now it looks like Dr. Mahamadou Bawumia Kade obo introduce credit system. Dem raba ya obi okita no phone, obi opeda auto phone, obi opeda bi odigwa bi, obi asabi oye all kakra. Obotu no wenye good credit score system. Dem raba you no botu wan afford setting nyama bi. Okada no and is fu bebre odi propaganda. Hey, all of a sudden. Ofo me afro botu ma fa me koska. Yeah, Ghana fu bi no ma. Wo ye juma, wo oye amana ni bebrebe. Na wo Ghana ha, what's na there be? Asama Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia King. I no control. Yeti asema okene wi acha wadro comment section. Share.
Well, this whole credit score system thing is irritating me because I have been in and out of the country. I've also worked in financial institutions in Ghana. And so this whole conversation going on is quite irritating for somebody like me who has seen a lot of young people. Look, there was one time I was in the bank. This young guy walked in. You can obviously tell he's doing a legitimate business that is doing well per all his documentation. We need a collateral because when we go into the credit scoring system that is in Ghana by Dun and Bradstreet and all the other credit scoring system, you cannot see enough information for you to tell whether this person is credit worthy. And so there are young people who have started businesses and they cannot expand because we want you to bring card documents. Just recently, I introduced somebody who is a millionaire in Ghana, who at this point is waiting for some of his buyers from Germany to come and buy his produce. But at the same time, he needs to protect his produce in Ghana. And so he needs financing. And the bank is saying, bring all your tracks, the card documents. And this is somebody who has forgotten some of his card documents with even some of the buyers. Now this person is stranded. With a proper credit scoring system, this man would have simply gotten credit. Why is this so difficult for people to understand? And then you have people like Efia Odo come to misinform people. It's an issue of financial literacy. Do you know how many companies are failing to come and invest in Africa because they know that the people in Africa cannot afford their services and products? So if we have a credit system, you can afford certain things. As a young person, for instance, you are done with school, you want to start a company. You're 21 years old, you're 21 year old, you need to buy a machine that costs $900 to be able to start your pure water factory business. And now you're thinking you have to work for 3 years, 4 years in order for you to get that money. But with a proper credit scoring system, we know that your credit score is, say, 600. You are credit worthy. So we can give you that machine and you pay that machine in bits. How is this so difficult? You don't need to be an MPP to support this. You need to be somebody who supports the betterment of the country. Support the idea. You don't need to support Bawumia. You need to support the idea and say that, well, even if we don't like Bawumia, we want you, Mahama, or you, Cheddar, to do it. But we have people fighting against credit scoring system. And you're listening to people like Efiodo, who probably doesn't even understand anything about finance. You want salaries to get better. But also we need to have a competitive environment. Young people need to be able to expand their businesses. And when they expand, more employment is created. When more income comes to the people, more revenue goes back to the government. And that's how government is able to have more money in terms of income and build better roads and do all sort of things. Then she goes ahead to say that there are doctors in the US who are getting paid $100,000. Bro, do you know how much medical bills cost in the US? Spend 2 nights, just 2 nights in emergency ward. 2 nights. You're coming back home with a bill of $31,000. And yes, will be say, me say, you come back home with $30,000 bill. And that is how the hospital is able to afford those kind of salaries. It doesn't mean that also the salaries that doctors are getting in Ghana is also good. That's not what it means. But it also means that it's a work in progress. So you cannot compare oranges to mangoes. For me, I'm very passionate about this topic because of what I saw in Ghana and what I see in the US. Day in, day out, I'm speaking to 20-year-olds and 21-year-olds who are buying trucks in the US through credit. And so within 1 year, he's able to buy a whole building and go into real estate through credit. And we have people in Ghana saying it's not good. Oh my goodness. And the fact that you're giving credit doesn't mean you go broke. That is where financial literacy comes in.
What
Tobo na nkoma wudi ese tobo na akasa. What I said, parliamentary candidates no was a secretary or no parliament secretary ni fie.
Parliamentary candidate no any dan ewo constituency ho. And secretary no ninia I say like wafane say ninia mu nyina ni bo mu. Wafane say ninia nti wa bade ya me ha de mo one room bi ka ha.
Utumi da.
Aba betrem na eja. Odi aye o party juma.
Ye.
And ma na waba na waba yi wa party juma na okọ nti nimu no. Na policy say on ne ye no se mo. It's a branch and sunya I charge no no so dey. Me person me ankasa me di meni here me di meni hunu. And me set a camera. And I set a camera. E dey to ne dem go. Nti anytime you ask na be so no. Na while recording na there. I record. Who say this time of video recording who say you are connecting my phone. And whatever action you supposed to be anabo any then and
secretary who say ye bu ne yira to pa jenjen e ma ne yira jeje ho o tumi hwe on the phone so
enti be ma no comforting ne yira no say ni me who the video ni ade ni tro ba na e
we recording how many times ne ba there nyabuta we recording that video how many times
on several occasions the video evidence that we have on several occasions in about the mawa enya kono mitimi so enfa ma outside because
oh say me central ntinka ye di nkomo evidence sake because the person can disprove who bet me they send them na who say am papa let me take enti what
enti our ija eba emu sa na oba no sa nnema na be ma no PC ebe rent dan e ma no e wo kasoa me no ka say oba na he awo be 1 week ni enti no
me nyabote organizer okra onkopo okra enti wo say parliamentary candidate wa real secretary hanyem no he
mo na wo 1 week ani no oba na wo ye e wo kasoa
sure
wo he say be ma odina phone so accept that person ni oba ye video friends a video call yi na na video ita so a o ti kire oba yi a
we yi be ma no no
ya na pado da nya kono enya fe
maybe na so na medium size
honey ho de
sa na emu odu na esle mu ani bi
honey ho sizable kakra ye o ya branch na o se da nyi packet yes a so o ya kakra wu
enti na wa ye video sa na no o twetwen kire ba me no
no ti tire oba no no oba na sire no so sire
na ni age ho no na ni age
oba na ni age be ma no so ni age na ne wa asem ni say who secretary no school secretary no hwe na ne nsa wo o de ase secretary no obi a no so jina bra na o tu say ade e da na sire nya ade e
na no the organizer na but no organizer wo ye de hu secretary na de wa we yasem organizer
secretary I am not a guy who
what the kokromoti na ya na ase den
ye the kokromoti start telling ya na
yo
so I told the no secretary so ekura ni oma the secretary so kura na e den na obi okura ni ma de obi ono so na de na aduane de ni ndru de otimi de ojiri fu usem sa
na organizer nyabote ma me ba nkomo we ye di ni baako enti video na wo na wo de be send me no ojeje ho oba no
oba no de na oba mzu na ni je ho
ojeje ho
na ni je ho
ojeje ho sai
ojeje ho say bi atan hu ade na se na kono
sa enti secretary me ni zubai
Nana ya brafo e na ojeje ho
nyabote enti secretary wa ware ne yire how many years in fear be say ni
secretary why na you on na yire ti a why na wedded wife
in fear be say ni
wedded wife yes ya why na wedded wife secretary yire fulani ni
wo mo so de nkanye sa na eso nko mo te
o de ase
what Ghana he ya na so
o to Ghana he ya
Na secretary fi he.
Secretary no so e wo posu ha omu na nete one na ye nete.
Ono ya Ghana ni wo ho.
Ono ya Ghana ni.
Omo o masan.
Oh omu ni ba.
Na so omo wale ye nche.
Omu wale ye nche.
Na wa check we say secretary bia na de so kwa ba enye we. Anu kura de organizer. Ena ye den. Enti mo fra asem no na kosi sen.
Enti a friend sam na ye bobo nsam no ho no. Na akwa no say abrante no ye de ko gina ye friends e konton kura na ye de enye yie. Enti twa na say de ye twa na ye ke na ye di advice even penfo ho. Say that say dey nomination na eninim ya no ya obi a obefa ali bia na opale na eja yakoto aba na ne obewi no na ya present no na ye na for elections no. Enti na ma ye de tata na ye de ba out.
Na mudi aba bonte no ma ka kire mpanyifo Accra nkranfo
ya boy yedika po yempenifu amane ansa na yetu sa na mo no
mo ka kire mo say parliamentary candidate said you to konyo no
ye say ye bo penifu amane no the videos any evidence e ka hu nyina de man penifu the penifu so there be
why na mo ka kire
no totally uncalled for
why na mo bo na mane
ye ka say ye boy penifu amane ye boy party penifu amane
general secretary chairman ana hwan
ye boy general secretary
o video ni bi and was there be where the anya suba papa.
Or see where the anya suba papa. NDC Amayuku na ewo hono sa suba we don't tolerate some of these things in NDC Amayuku. Then you say yanum for. Okay. You say yanum for the end there. China say the end there. You found me there. You found elections no. Because you suba papa and you dey call election. Yeah, for bia obabe.
Well, ewa homaso Emmanuel Adoni ewa homaso ono ye communication officer Asin Central Imama Achana pay.
Yeah, you
na imaboko de
oh nyame ya pa we buto me nanya o ma ne say yo nana
sa mo parliamentary candidate no no de afa be fufuro na candidate na yeso o ya no wo yo yire
oh anyano kure oh anyano kure
parliamentary candidate akofa secretary yire a mo video evidence ya wo we so anu wo san jeje ho ne yese de abufu grade say ya no wasan yiri be men ya de dantem no wo twetwere obey oh
nana ya
ye
na wa nti wo ti ase we enya to tan uzu say be man no kure
anti be say o mo for evidence ne bra na me hwe
mo wa na wo say me trust you another na jo futie na yan ntie Rich FM regional chairman ni radio a we bi wa ha ni e say yi ana ma suspend the parliamentary candidate no as constituency executive at least I think you the echo me no ka say constituency ye nimbo say dia bi sa den akoso ana say waye boni bi na akopia region council of elders enya way inti for now ne dey the meka say mu de munya abotre sa tem na fa na unity na ye di kan enya ntie bi from Anewu parliamentary candidate for MPP on the 22nd June. I'm not launching the campaign. Okay, I want them say NDC, you better say your candidates no, they didn't pass for Fraba. If your mama come and want them say no, you see a pass why you pay for. But they don't say no information. But now it's early days yet. At the right time, no name the baby, but me go so keep people. Baby,
communication na enemy na asemi ba e wa frɛ parliamentary candidate bisa ne say wakɔ yes wo mo bisa no kwa no osu wa o ma frɛ na abote o ma frɛ ne mpanimfo anim e de video bi akyerɛ ne say secretary a wo secretary wa we ne yire oh e ma no na nyem kra wo
nana umpedo Jimmy
ai pa
fortunately for me, parliamentary candidates no meaning were the same area. Obano in question also meaning were the same area. If you see echo ni ho, about 100 meters. If you see echo parliamentary candidate see there 50 meters. Na yen na manchema ni ho, ndije ko sinobi eni. Chameka say, san sama eni am pememu no. Yen ya bo check akra because
mebe obana o
Obana we Obana ndo kwa na fence owa atisia Obana ha anya kwa no ese sema otete no obako fence radio so akakasa ene Obana ne wa
nya bo chefa phone mama
make di Obana na makra ama no na kasa
o kasa o se oben o fa na ma ne mame why na me friend
me me no ma me no kasa wi me na ma ne ma na tie
ene ko
obo fe Kekos meeting inti Kekos meeting na copy o say bibisa AC no mo fe parliamentary candidate at the two ni say PC say na ya ke say one o secretary yere waji secretary yere na one nada o wanyi no ema wawo na se wa ware no kura because asem we be driver.
Many people want to support us. Na bring na wakadama mesede na won check down ho bohu tanks bi ho. Obobo mehu all certain amount bi apeditia. Ebohu euros, ebohu pounds. Maybe fe bia no so slow or as high bia. Ni wia bomazina course buy and send ho no. Buy and send is me atwane kakra. Atwane kakra ma so process ni nyina na so wia. Ebohu da obo bring up drop down menu bi able to choose the payment what the pay choose. Ni wia ni nyina na wa iska. Thank you for supporting us. Ya mention bebre.